And the subs players going to the bench. And we are about to start the final between Mwamba and Impala. This is the last game of the CHRISTIES Sevens, the final. And here comes Lavin Asego with the kickoff. I don't think in their wildest dreams Impala were looking at being in the final.
Well, it's hard to say. You have to really give credit for the self-belief, because including Innocent Simiyu after a 3-year break was also something. I think there was something in them. They knew what they were capable of achieving, and they actually have achieved part of that. I would not be surprised if you talk to some of the fans and tell you that they are actually going for the cup itself.
My head tells me Mwamba, my head says Impala. Not a very good kick from Nato Simiyu. He would have been looking for touch.
Exactly, but Kevin Atandi is back home to just shepherd it and ensure that we have a
22-meter dropout.
Exactly.
Still early days, these two teams just testing each other. And remember, Michael Kwamba, I think finals are just won and lost on tactical discipline, and who wants it more?
True.
Particularly the tactical discipline. We saw last week Nakuru making blunders in the final against KCB.
Exactly. We expect this one to be an entertaining final. A different set of finalists in the final this time round. Lavin Atego's his attempt there just going straight out.
Some miss kick there from Lavin Asego. The ball has gone out. So it will be a scrum down, if you ask me, deep in the Mwamba half, and a chance for Impala just to get on the score sheet here.
It will be actually.
Lavin Asego, a veteran of
many battles.
It kind of 7 setup.
It'll actually be a scrum down on the Mwamba 22. Samon Somu with the put in for Impala. Remember, Impala have been composed. You know, they have been a team that has been consistent in terms of their performance. 2 bowl titles, a quarter final and a plate final.
Samuel Lech, who played, of course, in the Premiership Sevens, and had a superb game against Queens in the final.
True indeed.
In the semi-final, I beg your pardon.
Yes.
Use it.
Here comes Samson Onsomu. Very languid, very tricky player.
Yes, indeed. Last season's most promising player on the
And here comes Pius Chiundu. Does he have the legs to go all the way? He does. And it's a try for Impala. Pius Chiundu, the top try scorer. The Prince Lucev. No, the try hasn't been given. The try has not been given. There is no try there, apparently. I beg your pardon. We have made a mistake. There has been no try given there. No try given. He was short of the line. And so it's still 0-0 as we stand. Impala versus Mwamba, the main cup final. We've actually played 3 minutes. And here come Mwamba.
Fine play, fine. On your side, back.
Oh, he's offside there, Dennis Ombachi. Dennis Ombachi was offside. He knew that. So here come Impala again. Samson Onsomu. Does he have the legs? Can he go all the way? And yes, it's a try. Finally, Impala get on the scoreboard.
Yes, that was a try from Samson Onsomu.
Samson Onsomu.
Very composed there. We just saw him just breach the gap and realizing that the area of the pitch that he was in, just breaking through and scoring. And it's going to be from a good angle for the conversion. But the most important statistic is that Impala take the lead. Sam Onsomu, just look at that, just leaving Kevin Atandi for dead. Sam Onsomu touching down, and this is part of what I'd say a remarkable recovery for Sam Onsomu, because last season he was voted most promising player on the series, then was out for a better part of the 15th season through injury. He's only just come into form, and coming into form at the right time during the Safaricom 7 series. He has touched down. Impala in the lead 5-0 against Mwamba, but we still have all of 5 minutes and 50 seconds of the first half to play. Game on. It's actually 7-0, beg your pardon, the conversion went in. Samuel Lech to restart this match for Impala.
Still early days yet, but once again Impala just dominating the early exchanges so far. because in 5 minutes they've actually had possession. They have dominated this game. Was a knock on there, but I think it's advantage Impala. Knock on from Mwamba. Mwamba just haven't settled yet into their rhythm yet. Still early days. 5 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Still a long time to be played in sevens rugby. I can't remember the last time Makwel Kwambo Impala won a leg of the sevens circuit. It's been years.
It's been a while, and it's also good in terms of just showing the cycles in terms of development. There was that old generation that included the likes of Neto Simiu, Innocent Simiu. We have a younger crop of players coming through, and probably this would be the start of something good for them. But as it stands now,
absolutely.
There's a scrap hip there at the breakdown. Onsomu just playing it out wide to Neto Simiu, changing direction to Paul Omulokoli, former Mean Machine winger.
Omulokoli is going all the way. Does he have the legs?
Keeping his feet there.
Knock on there, and Impala just almost getting the second try. Seven 0 to Impala. Impala dominating so far the first 5-6 minutes of the game. Mwamba are yet to get out of their own half. Still early days yet. We will not want to load Mwamba with the players that they have in their ranks, but Impala doing all the hard running and all the possession. This is going to be a scrum down to Aina's ball stolen, but the referee says, and Impala win that scrum, and it's going to be their put-in.
Referee Victor Odwor just stamping his authority. We have played about 3.5 minutes of the first half. Beg your pardon, we have played about 5.5 minutes of the first half. Remember, the cup final is 10 minutes. If you're just joining us now, Impala leading Mwamba RFC 7 points to 0. The try scored by Samson Onsomu, conversion by Neto Simiu. And it's all Impala at the moment. They are in the ascendancy. Onsomu just retrieving that, and again playing it to Neto Simiu. These two have a very good understanding, very good chemistry. This is Sami Oliech. He's been pivotal for Impala throughout this tournament, making a lot of searching runs, daring breaks. Neto Simiu just knocking the ball there as he attempted to retrieve it from the breakdown. The knock-on is given, the scrum down, and it's going to be a Mwamba put-in. Interesting stuff in this first half.
This is a topsy-turvy final, and it's all been played in the Mwamba half. The sun is out. Looks like the weather is changing.
It is a total contrast from yesterday when we were freezing. I hear temperatures within Nairobi and its environs had actually dropped to around 14, 15, 16 degrees. Definitely today it should be doing 20s, around 23 degrees. But hey, I'm not in the weather business. I'm in the business of giving you rugby. So here we are. Sami Oliech is going to exit the field of play. He doesn't look too good.
That's a blow for Impala. He's been one of their go-to men so far.
Yeah, but coming in is an equally effective player in Anthony Nyandigisi. This is Collins Injera's first whiff of the ball against Neto Simiu. Mwamba doing well to keep it alive. Kevin Atandi has Dennis Ombachi out wide. Dennis Ombachi against Piers Shiundu. Dennis Ombachi keeping his feet. That's some strong running from Ombachi. He's skipped through a number of tackles, but the final delivery wasn't the best. Possession now swinging back to Impala. Samson Onsomu cleaning it up. This is Neto Simiu selling the dummy and going again into contact.
Into contact, yes.
This is a good period of play. We've actually seen the ball actually flow.
The ball has been slowed down.
The penalty is called.
And Mwamba penalized.
Calling the penalty. Let's listen.
Told you to leave it, you should have lived it. Told you to leave it, you should have lived it. Move back.
Michael Kwambo, how time flies. We're into the last minute of the first half, and it's Impala leading by 7 points to 0.
Yes, indeed. It has been an entertaining first half. Neto Simiu just booting that ball out into touch, easing the pressure off the Impala shoulders, gaining them territory as well. Most importantly, they return Mwamba to their 22.
Impala have had all the possession so far, but at that 7-0 scoreline, doesn't give you so much room to play with. It's still very tight as we speak. And
yes, indeed.
Good take there from Impala.
That's Simon Somu just keeping the ball alive. Anthony Nyandigisi hopping into space, and this is Paul Omulokoli. He's going in all alone, but he has numbers arriving there. The counterattack by Mwamba. This is Horace Otieno, who has been quiet for Mwamba throughout this first half. Hasn't really seen much of the ball. Mwamba have a man out wide, and that man is Dennis Ombachi. Dennis Ombachi against Neto Simiu. Dennis Ombachi is going to win this foot race, and touchdown from Mwamba. 7-5 with the conversion to come.
Mwamba score at the end of the first half there. And you could just tell it was coming. It was definitely coming. The moment the ball reached his hands, he won the foot race. He won the foot race, and it all started with a turnover ball picked by Horace Otieno, and Mwamba with the equalizer. And as we said, this is a very tight game.
Conversion to come.
And the cloud just turning very great, very dark and overcast. And time for the conversion to come from Lavin Asego. And Asego misses the conversion. So it's 7-5 to Impala as we take the halftime interval.
And let's listen to what the coaches have to say to their sides at halftime. We'll be back for the second half in a few.
The only thing they are doing, they're not willing to defend, but they are messing up with our rack. So let's go in strong, ball carrier, present the ball long ball. The man coming to clear that thing completely. So guys, it's clear, quick racks, ball it up, let the ball move. Let's keep possession, let's go fast. So
you're getting that ball again. Let's use it. Let's kill your space. Sasa on top kitu kingine tunacheza game yao. Natulia nyipe mnataka kudilia defense. Sasa make it rush, make them work so much, suffocate your space yenye wako nayo hizo vitu zote. Okay, kwa contact wanafanya contact ya tricks. Wanaingia wana spin. Which means your two man one tackle lazima make it. Lakini kitu mzima, kitu muhimu sana kwa game. Usipatie time. Ukiwapatia time, watakuwa na time kucheza. Bali kupita ikula kwa space. Sawa, pivot iko rahisi.
Kingine ni contact yetu. Tunaingia contact poa.
Impala time guys 3 to 1. Impala.
Ukiona mtu kwa traffic, mwambie tu weka. Rack tutoe because wana overchase. Ombache na 5 guys.
Ya mwisho. Watch mtu akienda.
Tuache za kuangalia. Kumbuka
tukipigana. 1 2
It is Mwamba versus Impala. Impala leading by 7 points to 5. Impala leading by 7 points to 5.
And we have all of 10 minutes in the second half. 10 minutes to see who will be crowned the new Christie Sevens champions, as we just see a section of the crowd that has stand out at the RFA grounds to see great rugby action. Remember, there'll be more rugby action later this month with the Safaricom Sevens taking place from the 26th to the 28th of September, and those matches will be aired live on Zuku Sports. Anthony Nyandigisi just getting a feel of the ball there as he prepares to restart this match for the second half. His restart failing to go beyond the requisite 10 meters, and it's now Mwamba in possession. Penalty quickly taken by Kevin Atandi. Mwamba chasing the game. This is Lavina Sego. Horace Otieno busting through, but that cover tackle from Simon Somu halting his progress. But Mwamba have gained ground and they have signaled intent. This is Collins Injera playing it. This is Dennis Ombachi now just looking for man to play to. Neto Simiu just pressuring him. And really, that was an offense, yes indeed, and Neto Simiu is probably going to be penalized and punished by the referee Victor Dwar. Victor Dwar reaching into his card, intentional knock-on. Neto Simiu spends 2 minutes in the bin. Impala down to 6 men. Mwamba can now capitalize on this.
Big blow for Impala there. Neto Simiu, their playmaker, sin bin there for an intentional knock-on. And this could spell trouble for Impala. Playing with 6 men for 2 minutes.
But it doesn't, at least for that particular passage of play, because the final delivery there from to Brado Ako was actually wanting, and the ball just went out to touch. It's going to be a line out, and Impala throw in as Impala make another substitution, bringing on Lamek Dunde. Off goes Big Davis Makori, the captain. A tactical switch, this one, if you ask me.
Yes, a very tactical switch. Can Impala hold on and ensure that Mwamba don't add any points with 6 men? Samson Onsomu, good line out.
That's Nyandigisi. It's a 50-50 ball. Collins Injera.
And that's a try.
Tries.
And a bad pass there from Impala. Collins Injera scoring Mwamba's second try, pushing the lead to 10-7.
Just look at it. It was a 50-50 ball.
50-50 ball
between Samson Onsomu and Anthony Nyandigisi. Collins Injera had the awareness, bouncing and just turning on the gas enough to run away from his markers. Lavina Sego converts. Mwamba are now in the lead, 12 points to 7.
And some very gloomy faces there on the Impala bench. They're still very much in this game, but playing with 6 men now, and they are down by 12 points to 7. It's Impala 7, Mwamba 12. Impala 7, Mwamba 12. Remember, Impala still playing with 6 men. Nato Simiu in the sin bin. And I think I can see him consulting. Does that go past the 10 meters? It didn't cross the 10-meter line. So Impala with a chance to build on something here. They are playing with 6 men. Samson Onsomu, Anthony Nyandigisi. Nyandigisi to Omulokoli. Omulokoli finds Pius Yundu.
That's Calvin
and
Kabole.
A high tackle.
That was Calvin Kabole.
And a high tackle there.
We have a man down, but that was Calvin Kabole who just went in. We have a player down, a referee. Let's listen to Victor Odwar.
And a yellow card for Kevin Atandi for a high tackle on Pius Yundu.
This is actually Kelvin Kabole. Let's just look at this. The high tackle actually just going for his neck. Not allowed in the game of not allowed in the game of rugby. And you know, Kevin Atandi is very lucky to visit the sin bin for 2 minutes. As my esteemed colleague Hillary tells me, red cards have been issued for that offense.
Yes.
So the game evenly balanced, 12-7 to Mwamba, but it's Impala with the ascendancy in terms of possession and territory. Both sides are down to 6 men. This is Sam Onsomu who's going to put it in from the scrum down.
And Impala lose the ball there in their own scrum. And could this be another try here? Horace Otieno going all the way. And this will be a 3rd try. The 3rd try for Mwamba. Mwamba extend their lead. This by playing with 6 men. And it all started with a scrum engagement there. Impala caught ball watching Lavina Sego on the blind side, feeding Horace Otieno. And it's looking very tough now for Impala right now. Horace Otieno, they're just galloping on the left flank. There was no way Pius Yundu was going to catch him.
Well, Horace has been switched on throughout this tournament for Mwamba. He has come through for the team time and again. And again, just there, using all his experience, using all his awareness to just pick up that ball, knowing that he still has legs in him, running close to 70 meters to score on the left-hand side of the pitch. Mwamba now 17 points to 7 up against Impala, but we still have all of 5 minutes to play. Remember, Impala were trailing 19-7 against Queens. And they came back to win that game 21-19. So let's not write them out just yet. But at the moment, it is Mwamba who are cruising.
Impala you feel that Impala need to score the next try to get back into this game. Should Mwamba score the next try, then it could be game over here as Chris Sego comes in.
The aerial battle there eventually going in Impala's favor. Now this is Pius Yundu looking to dart through.
Yundu going all the way
strong
there.
Legs, but the counter ruck from Mwamba was good, but Innocent Simiu cleaning it up for Impala. He's been thrown in to the mix for this match. This is Lamek Dunde, second half substitute.
And
Richard Sidindi is going to score.
Sidindi is going all the way to the center post. And Impala very much back into it.
Yes, Richard Sidindi scoring under the post, but that was some great creative play from Impala. Just being patient. And remember, William, what I was telling you about this game not being over. The game is really on a knife's edge. If the conversion goes on, we'll be down to a 3-point deficit. Impala chased the game against Queens. They came back. They're very capable of doing the same. This game will be won by a moment of brilliance.
Yes.
We have all of 4 minutes in the second half remaining. Neto Simiu's conversion making it Mwamba 17, Impala 14. We still have about 3 minutes, 50 seconds to play.
Yeah, 3 minutes, 49 seconds to go. Anthony Nyandigisi will be looking for not to give away this ball cheaply with a good kickoff, and he does that exactly. It goes high up there. Good tackle there coming in from Mwamba. From Impala, I beg your pardon. Chris Asego.
And this is Horace Otieno, the man of the
there.
moment. He has been in
Luis
good form
Kisia.
from Mwamba. Penalty going
Penalty going
Impala's way.
towards Impala's way.
You just feel as though things are not going for Mwamba at the moment. All the decisions going against them. Probably the nerves, probably the tension, probably the anticipation. In our picture there we see birthday boy George Mbaye. He has already scored 2 tries in this tournament. Probably looking at making an appearance at some point of the game. Innocent Simiu taking his eyes off the ball.
Taking his eyes off the
this
ball.
This has been the first error from Innocent Simiu all weekend. He has been perfect.
And Impala wasting a good opportunity there just to build on that try by Richard Sidindi with a knock-on by Innocent Simiu. Still, we can't take it away from him. One of the country's finest players.
Remember, sharp straight.
It's still a very tight game as we speak. 2.5 minutes to go. Mwamba 17, Impala 14. Victor Odwor, our center referee.
Very intriguing final we have here.
And Mwamba able to retain possession. Here comes Collins Injera. Tackle into touch. Luis Kisia. Luis Kisia, Lavin Asego trying to maintain possession here. It's all Mwamba, but Mwamba very much in their own half. But the referee has given an advantage.
The penalty advantage going to Mwamba RFC. Let's listen to Victor Odwor again.
I think I saw him saying that the tackler didn't roll away. So Mwamba can get out of their own half.
Lavin Asego just looking to calm down his troops, just looking to get his team out of this spot of bother. They've been under pressure from a very competitive Impala side. This is Chris Asego. He has Dennis Ombachi in support, but Dennis Ombachi under pressure there, just playing it to Collins Injera. Brado Ako has also been a bright player for Mwamba throughout this tournament. A youngster, played for the Kenya under-19s last year.
And you just feel that should Mwamba score here,
and this is,
it could be game over for Impala.
And Dennis Ombachi.
And Dennis Ombachi goes all the way.
A moment of individual brilliance.
Dennis Ombachi.
Dennis Ombachi is going to score under the post.
And
24-14, and surely William,
that
you feel as though this is it.
This is it, by the way. This is it.
The Impala fans believe. You can see a section of them there seated. They believed, but at some moment, there's no substitute for experience. Dennis Ombachi just working up everything, running, and a try under the post
under
with the conversion
post.
to come.
With the conversion, yeah, with the conversion to come from Lavin Asego, and 30 seconds remaining. I think we can safely say that Mwamba are going to win the Christie Sevens, because it's now 24 points
and
to
you can
14.
See an animated Mwangi Muthe probably telling his guests the beauty of Mwamba RFC. But anyway, that's a conversation for another day. The hooter has sounded. Mwamba leading 24 points to
14.
24 points to 14. And this is going to be a win for Mwamba.
And George Jombai,
the birthday boy, comes on. Big George Mbaye coming on for the final second of the match. It'll be great. This has been a great comeback, both for Innocent Simiu, who has come back from injury to play in a cup final, and for George Mbaye, who's been away through work commitments and other related issues. Both of them playing in the cup final.
And that is it. Mwamba are your winners of the Christie Sevens 2014. Mwamba are the winners, beating Impala 22 points to 4. And just that try by Innocent Simu that has won the game. Mwamba joining KCB and Homeboys as the only teams to have won a leg of the circuit this year. Commiserations to Impala. They fought hard. I don't think anyone expected them to reach the final, but that try by Dennis Ombachi just took the stuffing out of them. And Mwamba are your champions of the Christie Sevens 2014. Congratulations to Mwamba. Dennis Ombachi with that try, ending any hopes of Impala winning the Christie Sevens. And the standings, we shall give you the standings right now. KCB, of course, winners of the National 7 Circuit. 92 points. Homeboy second on 81. Nakuru going to be third. And Impala, the Impala bench to my right, clearly disappointed. But both teams, they are just forming a circle at the center of the pitch. Both teams forming a center circle on the pitch. I think there's very good rivalry between Mwamba and Impala. I don't think there's any bad blood between those sides. And each side is just commiserating each other there. Lavin Asego leading the players.